Hey, good morning. Good morning, Facebook. It is Angela. Good morning, good morning. It's Thursday morning. It is 8:05 a.m. So you know what that means. Come on. It's time for live at 8:05. It's time for live at 8:05. Yes, I am here this morning. I wasn't here last Thursday morning, but I'm here this morning, and I'm glad to be here with you. I have a special message for a specific group of individuals this morning. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Jamae. Yes, I love it. Give me some hellos and good mornings in the comments so I can say good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. So glad that you're with me this morning. I'm going to jump right in because I know that you all are busy and have a lot going on, and nobody likes a video that has a very, very long introduction where you have to sit and watch them say hello to everybody. That's not what you tuned in for, right? So this morning, I want to talk about hurt. I want to talk about hurt. I want to talk about having a broken heart. I want to talk about being betrayed. I want to talk about feeling rejected. Good morning, Shay. I want to talk to the people that are struggling with hurt, that are struggling to recover from hurt, that are struggling to forgive. And this earlier, I think it was yesterday, I posted on Facebook about it's up to you how long you allow your hurt to haunt you. It's up to you how long you let your hurt haunt you. And I saw that on Pinterest, kind of experiencing something a little uncomfortable in my personal life. And so I love to go to Pinterest and see, of course I go to the Word, but I love pictures. I love artistic expressions. Good morning, Samantha. And so I went to Pinterest to find something. First of all, I went to the scripture and I posted that yesterday as well. I posted from Exodus. I feel like I'm all over the place because there's so much I want to say. But I posted from Exodus, and Exodus tells us that the Lord will fight our battles if we would just be still. God will fight your battle if you would just be still. So I looked up that word still, and this is the fun part about studying the Word and studying the Bible is that words don't mean necessarily what we think they mean. First of all, because the Bible was not originally written in English. So if we take the scripture and we look it up in the Hebrew or we look it up in the Greek, I like to use BibleHub.com. And so I looked up that word still. God will fight my battles, will fight your battles if you will be still. So I looked up the word still. And in my mind, I always just thought, okay, just stop moving, don't do anything, just let God do it. But the word still also means silent. It means quiet. God will fight your battles if you will be silent. God will fight your battles if you will be quiet. And I don't know about you, but for me, being quiet is very hard. I'm a talker, clearly, because I do live at 8:05, I do videos, I teach, I preach. And so when I read that, it said, God will fight your battles if you will be silent. Silence can be hard when you are hurt. Anybody agree with me? Come on, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts. So when you are hurt, being quiet can be hard for so many reasons. And if you don't believe me, just take a little scroll through your Facebook feed, your news feed, and you will see that people, when they get hurt, have a very, very hard time being quiet. We want people to know, right? We don't want to feel alone. So in order to not be alone, we try to let people know what's going on with us so that they can come alongside us, so that they can support us, so that they can love on us. But sometimes we just want to make the other person pay. Come on, be honest. And so we sometimes throw shade. You don't have to give me don't give me no thumbs up or hearts on that because I know you don't want nobody to know that it's you. Sometimes we throw shade at people. Sometimes when we're hurt because we've been misunderstood. That is pride. Sometimes it's because we've been misunderstood and we just want to explain ourselves. I just want you to understand what I meant, what I was trying to say. I just want you to understand my intentions. I want you to understand my heart, right? So sometimes when we're hurt by that, it's hard to be silent. Then there are times where we're hurt and we just want revenge. Just flat out. Thank you, Clarissa, being honest. We just want revenge. So I have a hard time sometimes, not me, but sometimes we have a hard time not being vengeful, not like going after them, not making them pay. And Exodus tells us, I believe it's Exodus 14:19, I'm going to post it in the comments, tells us that the Lord will fight our battles. We just need to be still as in silent. Another thing about being hurt and about brokenhearted and trying to recover and not let your hurt haunt you is you've got to stop rehearsing what happened. You've got to stop rehearsing the situation, the scenario. It is good to talk about what happened to you. It is good for us to confess what's in our hearts and what's going on in our souls. We are tripart beings, okay? We're not just spirits. And sometimes as Christians, as believers, we are so focused on our spiritual well-being, and some of us are not focused on our spiritual well-being at all as Christians. And we need to be, okay? But sometimes we are so focused on the spiritual aspect of our lives, which is important. We neglect, however, our bodies. We're overweight, we're sick, we're not eating healthy, all of that. That's not my focus, so I'm not going to go there. But we neglect our soul. Did you know that your soul consists of your mind, your will, and your emotions? Your mind, your will, and your emotions are very important. And the soul needs a voice. The soul needs to be cared for. The soul needs to be heard. Okay? And so we need confession. The word tells us that confession is good for the soul, right? I'll put that scripture in the comments later. Confession is good for the soul. And confession is not just, Father, I have sinned and it has been 6 weeks since my last confession. It's not just that. It's not just, going to my pastor and telling him that I've been smoking, drinking, sleeping with my whatever. That's not the only definition of confession. Sometimes confession is, I'm hurting. This is what's happened to me. This is what I went through as a child. This is what I'm going through at work right now. This is what I'm going through with my children. This is what I'm going through emotionally, dealing with. This is what I'm experiencing. I'm angry. I'm hurt. I'm disappointed, whatever the case may be. And that is okay. That is good. All right. I'm in psychology right now, and I'm learning right now that confessing and just venting the heart, letting the heart vent, your soul, your mind, your will, your emotions, letting your emotions have a voice can actually improve your physical health. There's studies that show that college students that shared something that happened to them actually had less trips to the campus infirmary, the campus doctor, nurse's office, or whatever it's called, than the students that didn't. And so what that tells me is that it is important for us to confess, but we should not rehearse over and over and over again to everyone that will listen, to everyone that's not even listening, on our social media pages, on our Facebook pages, constantly, every time someone turns around, we're telling them what our parents did, what they didn't do, what our boyfriend did, what our girlfriend didn't do, what our sisters do, what our siblings do. And it's just like, if you keep rehearsing it over and over again, maybe not even to someone else, perhaps your confession is just you constantly rehearsing it in your mind, in your emotions, and we wonder why. Hold on one second. Oh, my dog's acting crazy. And we wonder why we can't get over things. Why can't I get over this? I just want to get over this. I just want to let it go. I just want to be free. I just want to be healed. Well, the word says that whom the Son sets free is free indeed. Minister Frank, I am not talking to Shalonda. Whom the Son sets free is free indeed. And it says, the word says, to not be entangled again in the yoke of bondage. You know what that means? You know what that tells me? That tells me that I can put myself back in bondage. So many times, God sets us free. He heals us. He delivers us, whether it's emotional or if it's an addiction. And some of us are addicted to drama. Some of us are addicted to our story. Some of us are addicted to the attention that it gets us. And we won't let that thing go because it gets me attention. My crying out and calling out for help is me sharing again and again and again how so-and-so broke my heart, how so-and-so hurt me. And when we rehearse over and over again that thing that happened to us, what somebody did to us, over and over again, and then we look at God and ask him why he won't heal our hearts and why he won't set us free. That's right. Say it with me, Danielle. Let it go. Let it go. Another way that you can be healed from hurt is to forgive. Oh God, here we go again. Here we go again. Forgive. Hey, Micah. Hey, Ron. Here we go again with that forgiveness thing. But you know what? I've said it before, and you've heard it before. To not forgive someone is like you drinking poison and expecting them to get sick. Expecting them to die. You're drinking the poison, boo. They have moved on. They got a new husband. They got a new wife. They have a new friend. They may not even know that you're upset. They may not even know that they did anything to you. And they are sleeping easy, guaranteed. But you and me, because we are not letting it go, we're not forgiving, we're not releasing those people, or as my pastor's wife said, we're not sending it away, which is what the word forgive means, to send away. We're holding on to that thing. It becomes a part of our identity even. People know me by my pitiful social media posts, by my pity story. You know what? Change the way that people see you. Stop it. Stop that and be free, because the word says that the Lord sent, that Jesus came to give us life and to give it to us more abundantly. And I guarantee you that you're not living the abundant life if you're holding on to hurt. The last way that I want to share, and these are all based on my experience and the word. Another thing another way that you can be healed, that you can be set free, that you can recover from hurt is by just simply taking your broken heart, taking your hurt heart to the Lord in worship. When I was going through one of the toughest, most hurtful, hardest, good morning, OD, situations of my life, I learned how to worship at that time. People ask me why I worship the way that I do, how I worship the way that I do. And I learned how to worship when I was at the bottom of bottoms in my life. And I learned to turn on a worship song and just cry. And just cry, and just cry, and just cry, and cry, and cry, and cry. And in that, the word says that that God is near to the brokenhearted. So when you are brokenhearted, the Lord is so near. I'm glad Minister Frank is on here. Franklin Montgomery, he's one of my mentors. I remember him saying to me in that season, he always has an amazing way of putting a different spin and providing a different perspective for everything. He can find an optimistic spin on anything. And I remember, because he was in my life at the time that I was going through the worst. And I remember he said to me, I'm almost a little bit jealous of you right now. And I'm thinking, you're jealous of me? Like my life is falling apart right now. I have experienced the betrayal of all betrayals, the hurt of all hurts. How could you be jealous of me right now? And I remember Minister Franklin Montgomery, who is watching right now, he said to me, because the word says that the Lord is near to the brokenhearted. And I'm not brokenhearted right now, but you are. So what that means is that the Lord is nearer to you right now than he is to me. Man, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. It was a revelation for me that the Lord was near to me. And so I started to really worship God and cry out to him, and then I moved from a place of sadness and woe is me to a place of God is with me right now. Are you kidding me? God is near to me right now. He's close to me like no one else, because I'm brokenhearted. And in that, my worship shifted from help me, I'm dying, I can't make it by myself, to you are with me right now. As I'm worshiping you, as I'm lifting my hands to you, you are with me right now. So then it became a song of gratitude. It became worship of gratitude, of just the revelation knowledge, knowing that God is with me. That thing shifted me, and I realized just how close I was to God, and I have contended for that nearness, for that closeness. I remember when my heart started to heal, I was just like, this means that I'm not going to feel the closeness that I felt with God before. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And so I just encourage you, if and when you find yourself disappointed, hurt, broken, alone, rejected, feeling cast to the side, feeling not seen, worship. Turn on a worship song. I don't care if it's an old song because you don't know what's new. I don't care if it's new and old and people say you need to go back to the old school. It really doesn't matter. You don't even have to turn on music. Simply present your heart before the Lord. Do not take your heart before a 2-liter. Do not take your heart to a Twinkie. Come on. Do not take your heart to your little black book, as we used to call it, your contact list. Do not take your heart to the DMs and slide in somebody's DM. Do not take your heart to marijuana, to weed, to trees, to a blunt, prescription or not. Hello, somebody. Do not take your heart to a sexual encounter, because none of those things can heal the heart. None of those things can heal the heart. Those are temporary, counterfeit solutions. Only God can heal the heart. Only forgiving and sending things away and releasing people from the control of your unforgiveness. Staying in unforgiveness is an attempt, is basically, you might as well be in witchcraft. You're trying to control people, holding them in contempt. Let it go. Renounce the sentencing and let it go. Forgiveness. And confession. Find someone safe, someone spiritually mature, someone godly, and share. Tell them what happened and then be done with it. Don't rehearse it. From that point forward, let it go. Whom the Son sets free is free indeed. Indeed meaning absolutely 100% once and for all done. You choose not to be tangled up in that thing again, entangled in that yoke of bondage again. Choose not to be tangled up in that thing again. Watch God heal your heart. Spending time with him every day, every night. Spending time when you wake up in the middle of the night with tears rolling down your face. Open up your phone, go to YouTube and play the worship song from your church. Play the worship song that your praise team sang. Play the worship song that has gotten you through before. Play the worship song that's going to get you through again. And you spend time with God. You take your heart to the Lord. That was the mistake that I made when I was going through. I took my heart to this man and that man Come on. You guys know I am transparent and I will keep it 100% real. And the Lord had to tell me enough. How much longer are you going to make a man your God? Make a relationship your God? It's an idol. It's idolatry at its highest form. Wives, sometimes you make your husband an idol. It's wrong. And we know that the Lord said he is jealous and he will have no other God before him. You want your marriage to work out? Stop idolizing your husband. Husband, stop idolizing your wife. They cannot heal you. There is only one. Take your heart to the Lord every day, over and over again. If you have to do it throughout the day, every time a tear tries to fall, every time you start to feel that anger, every time you want to post on Facebook. Facebook is not your diary. Facebook is not a diary. Get a diary. Stop rehearsing that thing. I can't say it enough. Stop rehearsing that thing. Get a friend. Get a dog. Get a diary, a journal. Men, get you a nice leather one with leather straps. Get you a manly. Stop posting everything on Facebook. All right, I'm done. I love y'all. You do not have to stay in hurt. You do not have to stay in a broken heart. That is not the Lord's desire. Repeat that again. Facebook is not your diary. Facebook is not your journal. Everybody on Facebook don't care about our problems. Half the people that are friends don't even know us. They don't know us. They're future opportunities that are now exposed to things that don't need to be exposed to. Come on. Somebody is looking to you. Everything. And if you do need to word it on Facebook, then go to the scripture, find a scripture that is a solution to your problem and post that. Minister to yourself on Facebook. I do it all the time. I'm not going to get on Facebook and tell everybody everything that I'm going through every single day, but I will post a meme. I will post a scripture. I will post a quote that ministers to me. And that is my way of getting it out, right? But I'm not doing it in a way that's going to rain on someone else's parade. That's going to get people all concerned and worried about me. And the truth is, majority of the people on my Facebook are not concerned and worried about me. A lot of people are. So I'm not going to fool myself and feel like if I do this on Facebook, if I tell everybody again, take your heart to the Lord. Stop rehearsing it. Confess to one godly person and forgive. That's my review. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, get a dog, Shay. Get a dog, girl. You dealing with loneliness, you just need to get a pet, not a man. Get you a dog and let the Lord and little Fido love on you and help you get healed and whole before you get a man. That's for all y'all sisters out there. And I'm telling y'all what I know, okay? I love you guys, and that's why I share what I share, and that's why I'm transparent. Pastor Ron Wood said transparency with God and choice people of God is the only way. It is the only way. I know you know somebody that's hurting. I know you know somebody that is dealing with unforgiveness or trying to overcome. Please share this video. Share it for them. Post it on your wall and just put it out there. There are people dealing with hurt that you don't even know about, and they'll come across this video. So help me minister to people. You guys are my village. You guys are my tribe. Those of you that watch every Thursday, help me do ministry today. Share this on your wall, please. Send it to someone in a private message, copy the link and text it to them, but share this message because someone else needs to hear it. Hurt is real. Hurt is real. It will kill you if you let it. And so let's not let it. Let's take our God-given authority back. Let's take it. Let's take our the power that is available to us through forgiveness. And let's do what Exodus says. Like I said in the beginning, if you're just joining me, go back to the beginning and watch this video again. But God will fight your battle if you will be still. Still meaning be silent. Close your mouth. Let the Lord deal with it. Let him help them understand what your intentions were. Let him deal with the people that have wronged you. Let him teach them teach them the lesson that you feel that they need to learn. Let him teach you the lesson that you need to learn so that you can be healed, that you can be whole. I hope that you were empowered, encouraged, and uplifted by Live at 8:05 this morning. I love you all. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye.